Hello ratbags, it's Jade Plays Games. Welcome to a special access show. I normally do these access shows at the weekend, but you know what? I am so excited and hyped for this game I'm about to show you. VIGOR is coming exclusively to Xbox One. It's not coming to PlayStation 4 or PC. It's going to be in early access and it's going to be coming out very soon indeed. It's made by Bohemia Interactive. You may have seen me showcase it in a few videos recently talking about Battle Royale games. I was mistaken. It really isn't Battle Royale. It does take some elements, but it is definitely more like DayZ, and that's why that thumbnail is like that is. This could be the DayZ experience, that encounters, that gameplay, that feeling that when you come across someone you don't know what's going to happen and it could be your last chance to keep your life and your loot. That is what is drawing me to this game. Loads of information to go through. I've got loads of stuff happening. They did a first live stream recently on their channel and it is coming soon. More and more details are coming out. So come with me as I talk everything there's to do with VIGOR, a brand new survival experience coming to Xbox One. Now, when I have compared it, like I said, I have unfairly compared it to a Battle Royale game because at the time it just looked exactly like that. Devs had said that you get loot and you've got to be the last person to escape the map. There's so much to go over, but it's definitely not a H1Z1, it's definitely not a Battle Royale game. It's got much more to it and I'm really pleased about that. So, Bohemia Interactive are of course the people behind DayZ and the Armour mods. Now DayZ is meant to be coming to console this year. In fact, it's meant to be coming to Xbox One very soon as well. The fact they've released this game ahead of that is really interesting. Have they decided that this genre, this way of tackling a survival open world experience could be a better bet than DayZ? I think so too. Some of the best bits of DayZ were always the encounters. It wasn't the zombies, it wasn't necessarily survival aspects. It was what happens when you come across other players. What risk, what reward are you going to get by encountering someone else? Could you even become friends? Would you necessarily have to kill each other? Could you almost tribe up? They were some of the most interesting aspects of watching YouTube videos. I never played DayZ when it first came out and I've never even tried it now. It's sitting on the PC waiting for me to start a Let's Play, but it was definitely something I really wanted to watch, with people experiencing what happens when you come across strangers. And that's what VIGOR is. It's up to 12 players, although I've just recently seen they may be increasing it to 16. And you go in this world, they call it an encounter or a world, and you can have multiple worlds. There's like 5 maps basically that you can choose from. They may even add more during the early access or by the end of the early access period. And you come across these players and the goal isn't to be the last man standing, because you can respawn. When you die, you lose all your items. So someone kills you, just like other games. Yes, they take away your guns, they take away any resources you've got on you, and they get to keep them. But the end goal isn't as final as you would think. There are extraction points on the map where you can escape the map, and you basically can choose when and where you escape. You don't have to escape for ages, you don't have to stay on the map very long. It's up to you. You basically go and get loads of loot, you get resources, and when you think you've got enough, you can then leave the map, and that is it. That's the aim of the game. It's up to you to decide how long you spend on the map, on the encounter. Now other players, like I said, can kill you and they can take your stuff, but you've also got bases in the game and you can upgrade your base and make your base more impenetrable, and your base will be your hub or your home. That is safe, so when you get killed, players won't be able to just take all your stuff from your base. Now originally when I was looking into this, I thought that when players killed you they would take everything and that would be it, and that would make the game crazy. I really like that idea though. I really like the idea, not of just looting your body, but if you die, everything of yours gets taken away. But that isn't the case. They did clear it up in a few interviews at E3 with IGN and other news sites, saying that it was safe. All your items at your base are safe. It's only your loot on your body that will actually get robbed or stolen when you get killed. So where is the real risk then? Well, these items are hard to craft and you are going to have to craft guns. That's what your base does. It's your place that you can go and craft better weapons and get better resources and craft them. You can upgrade it. During the early access period, they're not necessarily going to be focusing too much on that base building aspect, but they are going to have some very basic things in there to just give the base a little bit of a paint spruce up or make it look a little bit like you're upgrading it. Not too sure how much damage it can take, and I'm not 100% sure even if it can take damage from players, But it would make sense that if you've got a base and you can upgrade it, that would be the reason why you're upgrading, is to protect it from other players. Maybe it's not, maybe it's just to keep it up and going because you want to upgrade better weapons or better armor. That could be an option too. I think that's the biggest aspect I've taken from looking into this game, is you can do what you want. You can play the game how you want. If you want to just go out there and just hunt down other players, you can do that. If you want to just get your loot really quickly and quietly and just slip out of the map, you can also do that. They haven't really spoke about what happens when you take your loot off the map. I presume it means you can just take it to the next map and then you can start on a brand new one with your weapons, or maybe it gets turned into some sort of currency that you can use to upgrade. These are the questions, and hopefully I'll be able to get the answers in the coming weeks to let you guys know exactly what's going on. We do have some screenshots of the crafting menus. There is going to be skins, as you would expect from a free-to-play game, and that's the other thing, it is a free-to-play game. They're going to have founders packs, much like Fortnite did with Survive the World founders pack and other games that have done it as well. You'll be able to buy a founders pack to get access during the early access period while it's in beta, and then it goes free to play in 2019. I don't like that business model, I really don't, but it's there. Lots of games do it nowadays, and it just gives players a chance to get into the game a bit early. But in the future, you can bet they're going to make their money from the skins, and it looks like you can customize so much your weapons, get different skins for that, armor pieces, etc, etc. Now, the devs have said it's full on PvP, so it is going to have that aspect of just kill players as soon as you see them. But I am thinking maybe there is opportunities to grow it. Maybe there will be opportunities where you don't necessarily have to do that. I'm presuming there'll be no team speak or outside chat while you're facing other players. It'll be quite silence, but maybe that'll be something they add in the future. It'd be really cool to see more dynamic gameplay come from people maybe siding up with each other rather than necessarily always just killing each other. That's what made games like Rust really popular. It wasn't just the case of kill everything you see, although that is the majority of what happens. It is the fact that people can band up and they can switch what you expect from games like these. You don't always have to play them in that way. You can choose to be friendly with other players. Now, I don't, like I said, think it's got them aspects. I don't think you're going to be able to drop loot for other players or anything like that, or if you drop bags, other players might necessarily be able to pick it up. Again, that is something we don't know for sure right now, but I hope so. They are looking into team play as well. I don't want to talk about it too much yet, but that is something they're looking into. So it's not going to just be a solo experience. Somewhere down the line between now and full release, they will have some sort of team aspect. So maybe groups, maybe duos, something like that. That again would make the game really cool. In terms of the actual graphics, the terms of the way it's running, they're hoping to get 60 FPS on an Xbox X when it comes out, but at the moment I think they're limiting it to 30 FPS. No talk about 4K textures and all that blah blah rubbish, and it is optimized for the Xbox S. Now, does that mean it's going to run on a potato Xbox? It will do, definitely. It looks great. I think the game looks amazing so far. It's really got that fresh, bright vibe to it. It isn't just muddy colours. H1Z1 on PS4 recently just looks a bit dour and looks really old, whereas this game, although it's got very similar ways of like the body movements and the world around you, it just looks a lot more fresh. It's based in Norway. The idea is the story, if you don't know, that you're in this World War apocalyptic post state where most of Europe has fallen to nuclear war. There is radiation that comes into the map, and in the form of a radiation cloud or breeze, and you have to basically run away and escape from it. So that element made me think it was going to be like Fortnite, but it's simply something that just comes along and just moves. It's like an event that helps players move along to another new area, maybe pushes players against each other. You won't tell how many players are on the server. There is no kill feed. You're not going to be able to tell how many people are left. You might be on the server of just you. There may be 15 other players on the server. Hopefully they'll keep increasing the server cap. I think it would be good to have more players, but then again, if you have too many players, it then just becomes a case of just shoot everything as soon as you see it, and it's very quick and it's very game over straight away. I love the idea of patiently building up, getting resources, and then all of a sudden, that tense moment when you come across another player, that is what really makes this game, for me, work, and I think it's going to work massively. I am predicting big things for this game. I think this is going to take the mantle of what DayZ promised, but failed to deliver for so long. That experience with other players is what's going to make this game sell. And the fact it's not a battle royale game, it is something different. That is even better. The extraction points are the free extraction points. You can leave whenever you want. They have got loot that comes in as well. So the airdrops, everyone will know where the airdrop is on the map, and players will all flock to them airdrops to get better resources. However, of course, when you get them resources, you've got to get back to your base to get them safe, and that is a real key aspect again. I really do think they should play around with the idea of losing more than just the stuff on you. That would make it even more intense. Can you imagine if you lost half your resources or something like that? Now, some people probably hate that idea, but in a game like this where risk and reward, it's all about that. That is the biggest reward or risk when you lose all your items. That would make it even more better. I can well imagine though there'll be videos or YouTubers doing streams that are saying they're on their 100th and 50th day on the same server. They've never left it. They've never been killed. That would be insane if that kind of content starts coming forward. So big things from VIGOR. I'm going to get as much information as I possibly can. There is robust crafting in it, like I said. You can upgrade your weapons, you can upgrade your backpacks, but lots of it is cosmetic only at the moment, and they are planning to bring even more cosmetic options into it. Like I said, it is free to play, so you've got to expect that. But the gameplay looks pretty tight. It looks pretty good. I mean, considering this is all Xbox as well, I think this is amazing. I can't wait to play this, honestly. Hopefully we'll get a release date soon. I've signed up to the closed beta. I'm going to leave the website down below so you can do so too. And I'm going to keep hassling all the devs as soon as I can to try and get some access to this game. I'm Jade Plays Games. For more information about VIGOR, make sure you've got notifications turned on. Make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you rat bags very soon.